Welcome back. It I know it's been a while since I've been on Farm Sim, but this is Farm Sim 25. Eden, apparently something with the update on OBS got it to where it recognizes the game now. So this is gonna be episode 1 on Farm Sim 25. Uh, you know what? I do not remember the name of this map right now, but after I get done recording and get shut the game down, I will look to see which map it is. I know it was an American map, but I can't remember if it was cross play or if it just strictly PC only. But we're doing some rock picking on our field, and then we'll go lime it, and then I have to still buy a seeder. I had to start off on the farm manager mode because I didn't want the starting farm. The starting farm is back that way, and the, the farm I wanted over there, you can kind of see part of it through the trees, but we'll take a look at that later. It may not be this episode, but it will eventually see the farm. I hope everybody's doing well and excited for the weekend. Farm Sim Friday is what I'm going to start calling it because it'll probably be Fridays, maybe once in a while on a Wednesday. Hey, uh, for right now, I know I'll be able to do it on Fridays as long as nothing else comes up. Or the videos come out on Friday, but I'll be recording them like on Thursday evenings, like I am right now. And because this is, well, it's 3:33 in the afternoon on Thursday as I'm recording this. And I know a few people will be glad to see that I'm actually doing Farm Sim 25 now. I've had 25, oh, I guess it was back in November or December when I got it. I think. I'd have to go back and look in the emails to find out for sure. Uh, I didn't. I don't know for sure how much rock we're going to get, so I bought a dump trailer and just got it hooked up behind my pickup because my other tractor has the a decent sized lawn and fertilizer spreader on it right now, and it's like it, instead of switching back and forth between attachments, I'll just use the pickup to pull the dump trailer. And yes, this is a modded rock picker, and that is a modded truck. That's the Ram 4500, I believe is what they call it. I don't remember if I got that from Itch or if it's actually on the mod hub. But I know I've seen it on Itch because they have both stuff that's on the mod hub and non mod hub. And we're using the John Deere 6R 250 to pull the rock picker with. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see how the video does. I have done a test on 25 on a couple of different maps, and it came out good and stuff. So I figured, okay, I need to find a map now that I like the layout of and everything. Of course, the bad part about selling or not using the starting farm on new farmer mode is it, we're not as close to the shop with our farm, but that's okay. And I've got the medium size back tires on here with wheel weights just to be on the safe side. I haven't got any animals yet, but I do plan on it. Whether it happens quick or not, that's kind of up to be seen yet. Of course, it depends how much time I have to work on this behind the scenes and on screen, plus doing my ATS videos and everything. And of course, then being in other people's live streams when they're streaming kind of going to be keeping me busy, plus real life stuff, and still finding time to get some sleep. Ugh, I I may wind up cutting those trees down so they don't interfere with the camera views. And I haven't quite got everything figured out how to use the non copyright music in onto Farm Sim like I did with ATS. It's a they're of course different games and have different ways of doing it. If it's impossible without editing the videos, hopefully they have a music file in there where I can just move what songs I want over into it like ATS has. But until I get that part figured out, this we're doing it without music. And that way don't get copyright strikes. I've only had one video that got taken down for a copyright strike, and of course, I think the last one that had uh, the Apple Fest parade, I know it is limited to viewers. Some viewers weren't able to see it because of a person having a radio blasting so loud that YouTube caught it and flagged it, but they could tell that it was something I couldn't control, so they put it as a limit. They restricted the viewers, is what it was. They could tell who the artist was and everything. But hopefully it it won't take long for me to figure out if there's a way and how to get the songs moved over into the 25 music and have it where it only uses the non-copyright songs instead of the in-game radio music, because that would be a no-no. And yes, I know this video's kind of tedious just watching me picking rocks, but I figured, well, since I'm gotta do it, I'm always see if it helps me gain some watch time, anyways, because surprisingly, ATS is starting to die off on watch time and views and everything. So it's like, well, I've got to do something to try to keep some hours up. So I figured, well, I'll give 25 a try, see how it does. Uh, Only 44% full right now. Too bad this isn't a contract. Then I'd know how much of the percentage of the field I've got done. And yes, I do have where I can adjust to working speed. I I bumped it up a little bit, but I didn't bump it up a whole bunch. It started off at like 9 miles an hour on working speed, and I just bumped it up to even 10 mile an hour or 11. It was one of the two that I bumped it up to. And of course, I know Thursday mornings I'm going to be helping Why Not Gaming out on his coffee challenge that he's restarting on 25. Matter of fact, this morning was our first go at that, and I didn't think about having OBS going and recording any of that on my end while he is streaming. But anyways, we'll I'll at least get to see how this map records and see. I'm sure it'll get some unusual views because some certain people only want to watch farm sim videos, and some just want to watch my ATS videos, and then of course I've got a good group of supporters that they don't care what I do. They'll just tune in and watch for a while. So even if it's a, just a live stream chat, they'll come in and talk and hang out for a little while, and then they'll go do their own things. And of course, a bunch of them are over in like the Philippines and Hong Kong. Good group of people though, and they they support me and I support them. Help them out on their watch times as well. Just like they help me out on my watch times. You know, whoops, missed a spot. Let's back up and get that while I'm thinking about it. May not have gained any stones out of it, but at least the field will look proper when I come in to spread lime on the field. The only thing I do have turned off is crop destruction and the weeds because the weed contracts, they're a pain. I've noticed, and I know some contracts don't work proper from watching other people do them and stuff. So it's like I don't want that kind of frustration or headache, especially if I'm recording for you all, because there could be a word or two that slip out that YouTube wouldn't like, and of course, then that means that video probably uh, won't get even posted because I probably wouldn't even post the video because of I don't want to take that chance of having YouTube give me a strike for saying curse words. And stuff, so well, man, I can't believe this. It's gonna take the whole 30-minute plus a little to pick just to pick the stones out of it here. Good thing that spreader has a wide spread because it will go a little quicker. I know that when we come in to spread the lime and but I'll get a cedar butt maybe a multi-fruit one, maybe not. I don't know yet. And I do have a couple of money cheat signs up right now, but hey, that is only to help me ha- make sure I keep the money that I need to get the equipment I need. Well, at least we got the stones picked out of here. Wound up with 71%. Not too shabby. But right there is the view of the. It's something like trout or lake trout or some sort of deal like that. I know it has trout in the name. I once I saw the body of the water, I like okay, it's trout. I remembered the fish when I saw the body of the water. Well, let's take this back to the farm. We still got a little bit of time left. See. Well, right there by field 36 and 32, that is the dealership. Even though there's nothing down there that you can drive or use, it shows up on the map, and it's kind of funny. The pickup shows up on the map as a semi, and then up there by 39 and is our farm, and I did redecorate it off screen. It is just too cramped up for my taste. But I'm thinking about changing out the cow pasture and getting something a little smaller pasture wise. That way we can create a field where the pasture is, or at least part of it. And see, I bought a case combine, and there's the other John Deere and the plow and lime spreader. Okay. Now turn around, turn the wheels the other way. That it didn't want to turn quick enough. Okay, well, that's pretty much time Everybody take care. Have a good one. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a good weekend, everybody.